Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing a Graey mega collection game with Wallfly, jerryblr, and Patooti. Let's take a look at this opening pack. Take at least 4 of the same BR from an action space. You get an additional 1, so if you want clay, I guess it's okay. Unit of each work phase, pay with exactly 4 building resources. You get a bonus point of food. Okay, so you're trying to create situations where you're spending 4. The ideal way that I think you use Expert Planner, get your rooms to 4, right? I think that's the way you do that. That's the way you most consistently pay with 4 building resources. What else? Forest Farmer, Head of the Family, Reserve Pupil is late game occupations. I think I'm just going to start Head of the Family here. It looks like it's the best card here. I might wheel something like Reserved Pupil, which could be good with Head of the Family, because Head of the Family doesn't play Ox really early, and then Reserved Pupil can play them late. Guildmaster, yep, Guildmaster is another example, yep. Although with Guildmaster, if you're spending full cost, it's kind of... with Guildmaster, I'm definitely looking for discounters. Alright, well, there's Baker's Servant, so... yeah, just taking Baker's Servant here. Important cards to be aware of. I don't know, I think Stable Expert could be fun. I like Fiddler, but not with Head of the Family. Maybe Nile Farmer is okay, if you have lots of actions. Night School Teacher. Skip your first person until all other players have taken their first 2 actions. Oh, okay. So it's not skip your first. It's skip your first and your second. Okay. Maybe skip your second. If you're last in turn order, you don't skip your second. That's a pretty big cost. Capitalist is good. Master the Manor. If exceed the 4-point threshold. Oh, yeah, this one, yeah. Wealthy Woman. Round 10 or before, you get a bonus point for every planted field. Yeah, Wealthy Woman looks quite good. So maybe I can make something work with Baker's Servant. I'm going to grab Capitalist here, though. I think it's a bit more flexible than Wealthy Woman. Yeah, Wealthy Woman could definitely work. I think Capitalist for grain, though, looks okay. Or fields. Yeah, Trinket Collector is great with Head of the Family, because with Head of the Family, I'm growing a bunch, so I maybe get some minor improvement actions. Yep, we've also got Cat Lover. Grain Speculator, though. I probably have to take Grain Speculator over Trinket Collector, just because it's going to power my Baker's Servant so nicely. Man, Cat Lover Shearer in the same pack here. This pack looks like it was really good. This pack looks like it had some really good stuff in it. Because like someone could have gone for like Cat Lover Shearer. I think Trinket Collector is very good as well. Because in general, we've pushed miners so that when they don't have a point, they usually end up having a pretty strong effect. So you get the effect of the miner, and then also, or it's just very cheap. Like I feel like a miner almost needs to justify why it doesn't have a point on it. That's kind of the design space that I kind of look at them through. Hmm. I think Guildmaster with Baker's Servant is not good. I think Expert Planner does trigger off of both ovens, which I will want to build. I kind of like Porter here. Just thinking that head of the family and grain speculator baker servant want me to take good clay actions because I'm probably building a wood room and then renovating baking and then building a clay room. Very likely. I'm thinking about ham glazer a bit too, I guess, but no. I think I'm taking Porter here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try Porter here. This may be expert planner. Like picking it here without knowing if my miners are gonna have costs on them. Like the problem with my issue with expert planner here is that with head of the family, there are gonna be rounds where I build and grow at the same time, and like I said with expert planner, yeah, I just think that that's not an effect that I want. Tinsmith. So Porter with Tinsmith, I take every 4 clay action that turns up, and it's 5 clay and a food, which is two food and 2 clay and 4 food. Looks okay. In case I get a way to bake, so the tinsmith is like backup in case I get ways to bake at the end of the game, and then I can feed with tinsmith until I'm ready to bake when I have my setup. A lot of bonus points out there. Yeah, I mean head of the family. Um, Usually with head of the family games, I don't want for bonus points because of course you get or ceiling because you just get to family growth a bunch. And baker servant should be able to do well on my farm score. Someone took reserved pupil pretty highly, so I wonder if there's a reeve out there or something. Maybe something to keep in mind. Okay, is this stream still up? Wow, it is. Okay, well, that's how you know that this is live. Basically, these two little screws that attach the base to they attach the thing that attaches to not the monitor itself, but they attach to the thing that comes out of the monitor to attach to. Apparently both those screws have long since fallen out. And one of them, so then when I went to turn the monitor to show you guys Airy, it just totally fell down. And then I spilled water over everywhere. But yeah, seems like there's no damage. I just have to replace the screws. Yeah, and then of course water spilled everywhere because I have my water jug right here, right below that monitor. What am I taking here? I don't know. Boat constructor? Night school teacher? Maybe I get a minor that makes night school teacher good. Alright, playing a game of Agricola. How do I do that? How does this work? T might be okay. But more pond is great, so I'll take more pond here. Brewer's Copper turns a grain and a stone into 2 points. If I have fewer than 7 grain, that's probably a bad sign. So, but yeah, I'll grab more pond here. I don't need the more pond effects so much with Baker's Servant, but what it lets me do is play Grain Speculator, sow that grain field, and then play Baker's Servant and worry about baking from there. I think it should be pretty good. Wheeling Cherry Orchard might be okay as a way to get my vegetable. I wouldn't mind sowing a grain. Ooh, Grotto looks good here. Wow, and there's expansion plans as well. Grotto Wheel expansion plans? That would require a lot of food. But Tinsmith is one of the cards that could actually maybe do it. Although not really until the well's built. But yeah, I'll take Grotto here. Um, not heavy plow. I don't mind probiotic food here to make my oven really cheap. Sausage grinder is interesting if I go for the first fireplace to support grotto. I don't think I want underground shed because I think I'm hoping to wheel expansion plans here. Oh, I'll clip it, but if someone cares to clip that and post it, I think that would be pretty amusing. Clip the monitor falling. I think I like probiotic food here. Although flea market could be neat. The other thing to think about is spyglass with grotto. So I can play spyglass and grotto together, and spyglass would actually give me the food to support the grotto as well. So I could take a sheep. I could sow. Yeah. Nah, just take probiotic food. Hope to wheel flea market, although I probably won't. Wow, piggy bank as well? Illuminated manuscripts. Whenever you play an Auk, one good from your supply on this card, you get 7 points for 7 different goods on the card. I mean, paying 7 goods. Like, the problem is probably cattle, vegetable. You're usually giving up a point to get the point. Maybe boar. So you're really giving up like 4 points and some resources, or you're giving up 3 points and some resources for 7 points. Could still be okay. I don't know. It seems like a lot of work. Basement. Beginning of each round, place 1 wood from your supply on this. When it has 3 wood, one of your rooms now has space for an additional family member. 1 wood from your supply. Okay, so you're basically playing 2 clay and 3 wood for your extra room. That does not sound like a good deal because it comes so slowly. So I don't hate grain elevator here, although I have speculator, so I don't really think I need grain elevator. I kind of want to try to make piggy bank work, but it'd be a lot of work. It would be a lot of work. Piggy bank would probably mean I don't get to grow with head of the family if family growth flips late. I mean, I'm going to take piggy bank anyways. I don't think I'm playing it, but maybe. Yeah, and I'm also afraid that I dropped one of the screws. That the 2 screws were inside the base, and when I unattached it, they both fell out. And that I don't know where one of them are now, and I'm going to step on it in the middle of the night. Or ever, really. Because it's small enough that it's not like seeing it'll help me dodge it. So I'll have to do a search. Modifying was not that impressive. No, I'm sure the my webcam was not getting enough FPS to do stuff like that. And then now I'm covered in dust because the back of my monitor is all covered in dust because I haven't cleaned the back of my monitor properly, probably since I moved here. I guess this is what all the napkins I've been accumulating from Uber Eats deliveries are for. Just water, so it's not a big deal. But this to soak up some of it. Sofa could be really good. I mean, with Grotto, I could just play sofa, and I don't have to build a room. The other thing to look at here is something like Storybook, since I know I'm going to grow 3 times with Head of the Family. I wonder if there's a world where I take Clay Exchange because of Tinsmith. Take sofa. I'm gonna try sofa here. Yeah. With Head of the Family, I know I can family growth without room when it comes out. So I'm really hoping that if I don't wheel expansion plans to hit family growth without room in 12. But I might wheel expansion plans, and then that could be neat as well. What is this? Man, I vacuumed in here not that long ago, and the floor is already really bad again. That's what I get for letting the cat in my room, right? It all stems from that. I'm not sure if apple field is planted or not, so that's the question. Or apple tree. Maybe. I mean, you are planting a tree there. Hmm. I do wheel expansion plans. Alright. Well, I had Wallfly passing to me, so she's the only one who knew about this 2-card combo, and she went for something else. Also, Fruit Tart is great. I didn't talk about it, but Fruit Tart is great with Baker's Servant. But I think this is fun. A wood on a field that you don't harvest. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm playing Sausage Grinder. I mean, I don't think I'm going to have the stone for underground shed, so just take Sausage Grinder here. Yeah. Also, JP said the U in favorite is useless. How do you know that it's not favorite without the U? That's what the U's there for, I'm pretty sure. To make it clear that it's favorite and not favorite. How long have I been live for? 33 minutes? Yeah, it was a pretty long draft. I think it probably had something to do with the fact that I stopped drafting for 8 or 9 minutes. Whoopsies. When did I say that? 23. And then when did I start again? That was like 10 minutes. Yeah, so it was like 10 minutes that I wasn't drafting for. Whoops. Sorry about that. I mean, if I put the one screw in, I think it'll probably hold together. I mean, it's holding together now and it's got no screws in it, just based on the way it's designed, that stuff like fits together generally. Major minor here, eh? I can play grain speculator. I could play porter just to get it out. I think I'd just play porter just so that it's in the game. I don't really care about 3 wood anyways. Let's try it. Let's try it. Try not to bounce the table too much. I'm afraid now. It's going to come down at any moment. No, it seems fine. Yeah, well, I'm sure the 2 clay is getting taken, but... So, like, I guess... so if you don't think about the fact that it's called Apple Field, right? So that's one of the things that you have to be careful with. So you have to kind of put the fact that it's called Apple Field out of your mind. I want to start player here in case I get 4 wood. I want to give jerryblr the chance to give me 4 wood. I'm not going to piggy bank here. I might need my 2 food for occupations. Nope. Alright, so I'm going to try to take 4 clay next round. So this round could be something like reedstone food, which I want for... Although I get the stone from other places. This is actually not as obvious as I thought it was. I could play baker's servant, or I could play grain speculator here. You know what? My actions are all like very... They're kind of rigid, what I can do. Yeah, I'm going to play grain speculator here. Give myself a chance to wheel... cheap Ock. I have to figure out what I'm doing again. Alright, so I just need Wallfly to take 2 reed and I actually wheel, and I can play Tinsmith here. I wonder if Night School Teacher was playable here. The reason that I say that is because Resource Lender for Wallfly. Okay. Sheep flipped, eh? Getting the sheep would be really nice. Do I need the reed? I'm not even sure if I need the reed. But I'm going to take it. What was I talking about? Yeah, my action... So yeah, I think the idea is to try to do something with Tinsmith. But I also have the option of just getting Baker Servant online too. That's fine as well. I'm trying to remember... This is the older monitor, I think. I had one monitor as my primary monitor. That one died like 5 years ago, or maybe less than that. It died. Yeah, I'm not sure how old this one. I have an LG and an Acer. And the Acer one I've had, when did I buy that? 2010 maybe? 2011? I probably bought it at the same time that I built this computer. So it's probably the same age as the computer, actually. Because I think I bought the second monitor when I got the computer. Wallfly start player Cherry Orchard. So she's violating Lumen's first law of robotics. Or, sorry, of resource lending. Lumen's first law of resource lending. Only take resource actions in stage 1. I would love to grab the 4 clay here. The other problem with this here is that Wallfly now has to respond by building the fireplace, so that's yet another action that she can't do. That's yet another action that she can't use. Oh, I didn't pick up my grain. Start player Grotto looks okay here. Always be Lendon. That's right. Yeah, I like that. So I like start player Grotto because then I can play the clay oven next round. Ooh, paleontologist for jerryblr. Ooh. I think Wallfly just has to give up on the... yes, sorry. Late stream. Yes, the late stream is when the magic happens. That's right. The late stream is when the magic happens. Wallfly is playing Treehouse Builder. So she is giving up on the sheep. I don't have to give up on the sheep. I mean, I could build the fireplace here. It forces jerryblr to take the... Oh, cat lover, of course. Cat lover. Yes, jerryblr is never letting me get these sheep. He is always taking those sheep. Play Grotto here. Jerryblr fishes. So then I could do something like... So I'm going to buy the stone here. I'm going to buy the stone, which will let me build the clay oven. So then the question is, am I taking 4 clay plus a clay food, or am I taking 4 food traveling players? I guess I might not have the chance at deciding on traveling players anyways. Also, there's a chance I get 6 wood. I think Patooti will take the 3 wood, but might also decide that he needs the food, especially since he just jerryblr just commented that's an expensive hand. Which, yes. Buy stone. All right. Well, I really need to hit major minor here. The 4 clay is not guaranteed to wheel, but there are 2 4 wood actions, and jerryblr wants to take reed. Patooti wants to take reed. I think I can just play it safe here. Build the clay oven. This also protects Patooti's sheep grab, which I don't love. But there's maybe a chance that monster feeding engine like Tinsmith, yeah. Magic Stream. I was thinking about it. Actually, I was doing pretty well drafting for a bit at the start of the format, but then basically on Friday night, I did 3 drafts and only had 2 combined wins, which those happen. And like 2 of the decks were really bad, but I felt like I didn't. I felt like I didn't make any obvious mistakes in the draft. Like I wasn't sure where I could get, like where I could have changed, because like I should be able to not go 1-3 or 0-3. Like I went 1-3 twice and I went 0-3 once. It was just like, oh my god, what's happening? I just want my wins of the day. jerryblr takes the sheep, not risking it. Okay, so I should wheel the clay then. And that lets me continue to buy stuff off of Grotto. Oh, I guess 4 wood triggers Porter as well. Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to do that. Plus wood food. Yep, and then maybe I build a room. Probably buying Grotto, but deciding. Do I play ranked? Yes, I do ranked Premier Draft. But I don't, in general, I don't draft enough to climb in the ranks. I don't go infinite, so I'm not good enough to go infinite. So then I'm limited on how often I can draft by how much currency I get. Which obviously, the better you do, you get more currency. And I saved up a whole lot, so maybe I was feeling, honestly, I was consistently staying at like having enough currency for 3 drafts for the first week and a half of this format. But then yesterday I did, combined for 2 wins and it wiped it all out. I think I'm up to plat 1 on my one account. The other account hasn't had enough currency to draft Kaldheim pretty much since it came out, so that one I haven't climbed at all. Like I'm not good enough to go infinite, basically. So that makes a difference on how much I could climb. I would like to play better and get to Mythic, but I'm still, you know what, I realized that I really have not been playing Magic that long, considering, so try not to be too demanding on myself, but yeah, I think I should be able to go infinite. I should be able to go infinite on my accounts. I did have a 6-3 run today, so I was happy about that. But that draft was kind of on the rails because I first picked a card that I was kind of hoping to, that like kind of let me do the strategy I was kind of hedging towards anyways. I can't build the first room because Patooti. I should announce buy a stone. Buy my stone. Abusing mono white in best of 1. Mythic and constructed. Yeah, so I've gone to Mythic and limited. I've never got to Mythic and constructed. I only play constructed. I don't even play ranked constructed most of the time. I just play constructed to get my daily wins if I'm not able to draft. So I just do jank decks to try to get quick wins. Oh, what am I doing adjusting this? Oh my god, I didn't even think about it. I'm crazy. It's gonna collapse on me again. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, magic. Yes, I just play. I just play for to do drafts because that's what I really enjoy. I like the amount of work. Like for constructed, I have a hard time like wanting to put in the work to make the deck and learn about other decks and stuff. Throne of Brokenness. More cards from Eldraine got banned recently, I think too. Yeah, I mean I enjoyed Eldraine as a draft format. Although I played it at I remember the pre-release. Oh my god, the one pre-release I went to was so frustrating. I went, and this was a midnight pre-release too. I'm playing Tinsmith here, by the way. Don't at me. And I'm turning 3 clay into a food on Piggy and buying another clay. Yeah, so Eldraine, I went to the midnight pre-release, and this was one of the worst run Magic events I've ever been to. I'm sorry to say, because the staff running it, they should not have been shouldn't have been running it because the staff guy running it was obviously exhausted. He didn't have like a timer or anything, so and the games were also going really long, and what ended up happening was that like games kept going, like my games, two of my I only got to finish one game in 2 of my rounds because my opponents were playing so slowly, and so I won in the one game I won game one, and then we timed out. I was pretty sure I was going to win game two. Um, so at least I got the match win for that round. But still, I want to play more than one game in a whole round for matches. Like you're supposed to do a best of three. And then the second round, we only played one game, and I lost round one. And I lost round one, but found out about his broken rare. But it was a broken rare that you can absolutely play around. And I was like very confident that my deck was better and that I was going to win game two. But then my deck was super. The other thing is my deck was very grindy as well. So then it like I took a lot of turns, and then my opponents took a lot of time thinking, and it was just like, oh my god. Patooti's got Boston, awesome, great forest farmer setup here. KYT, the store in Toronto. I have no idea. Is it Card Kingdom that you're talking about? But I don't know. I haven't. So I've not been playing Magic that long, and I only go to. I've gone to like the two. I've only played at the one store that's nearby where I live, and then I play at there's a Magic Club at another venue that I go to. I'm kind of sad this 4 clay got taken by jerryblr. It's just for the cooking hearth and his cat lover. Card Kingdom is in Seattle. Yeah, that's. I have no idea, but that makes sense. I mean, I might get this 4 wood here. I do have the ability to start player. That is something I'm technically capable of doing. Although I don't clear Grotto until round 8. Yeah, so I can't really start player to get in the growth queue here. I kind of want to build the stone oven, but to do that would require playing probiotic food, and it would require another stone action. I guess what I kind of like Reedstone food, and then Reno probiotic food, and then next round I can stone oven bake 2 grain. Although baking both my grain is pretty sad. Means I have to go back and take grain manually later. I think I Reedstone food either way. Because the thing is, I need another stone to play the stone oven. even with probiotic food. So I'd have to take stone again. Jerryblr gets to grow here with storybooks. That looks pretty good. Definitely want one grain in the ground. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably worth it to turn 4 clay into 4. It's probably worth it to turn 4 clay into a grain that more pond can sow. I agree with that, General Crix. So maybe I don't play stone oven here. Wallfly's building the fireplace. So I'm gonna reno. And as soon as I build the hearth, I mean, the paleontologist is taking these 2 sheep, right? But probably taking the 2 sheep either way. So then there's maybe nothing I can do about that. So maybe I just play more pond here, and then I plan to expansion plans next round. Yeah. Maybe that's fine. And then I'm going to turn 2 clay and a food into buying a clay and putting a marker on Piggy. Yeah. I, I still need a bake action, but I can just take so bake. And I mean, taking 5 clay and a food is more food than a so bake. It does suck a bunch of clay out of the game, but maybe I'm okay with that. Maybe that makes my piggy bank a bit better if I suck all the clay out of the game. I gotta pick up my pace of play. It's been very slow, especially since I made the draft really slow. I gotta pick things up. I am a drain on this game for sure. I could grow next round if I play head of the family. Like, it's Patooti didn't even have to start player here and has Boston fully set up. Like, yikes. Yikes. Not until next round at the earliest. Alright. Alright, let's keep doing this silliness. Let's keep doing this silliness. And then if Wallfly does position to grow in front of me, I can head of the family grow round 8. I can do that. How much worse is expansion plannings on family growth? I'm wondering if I'm supposed to build the cooking hearth when I rent out a stone, if I have enough food. Just thinking that then if boar flip in 8, and maybe I get 2 sheep in 9. This is a very tight line, yeah. Face to face? Oh, okay. Maybe I've seen their advertising or something. But no, I haven't been in that one. Like I said, I'm new. I'm new to the scene. I play at FNM drafts, and it's like and then I play on Arena. So, and obviously I haven't been able to do FNM drafts for a while. And actually, even before I couldn't, unfortunately, because I played soccer on Friday nights, and that would be when the drafts were held. So the only time I could really draft was at pre-releases when they weren't on Fridays. Or they were midnight, so they were late enough that I could play soccer and then play Magic after. Alright. Well, how good is taking 5 clay and a food? Ooh. Is this an empty field? Um, apple picker work with acreage? I don't know what Jerryman is talking about. Snowman. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is okay. It doesn't say field tile. It doesn't say field tile, so I think it might be okay. I don't know. Honestly, I'm feeling like I know the answers to these rule questions less and less every day. I'm getting more and more confused about what's what. Yeah, I think I'm getting expansion plans on family growth. So I think that means that I'm playing... Unless I play probiotic foods here. I could probiotic food to get the well out, which does make my other thing better. But I think I'm just playing the hearth here. The hearth is a bit... You know what? No, I don't need the hearth. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. This is brutal. Yeah, I can probiotic food, and then that sets up for the well, maybe. One, two, three, four. Is it 4 rounds? Yes. And then I'll buy 3 for clay and pig. And then another food and 3 clay to feed 4. All right. If I get a good major with like a useful major with piggy bank, so probably I'm not hoping to get the well because I want the well to be built so that my clay starts converting at a higher rate. But what I'm really hoping is to get probably the BMW. I think the BMW. Well, the thing is, I don't really want the Reedstone food space at all. So the BMW is not as good. I don't know. The stone oven would be really fantastic, but I expect the stone oven will be gone at that point already to Patooti. Grotto is open. I should announce that. But I think I covered that last round, so I think it's fine. Grow here, and I can play probiotic food, which would let me potentially build the well myself. Or I just play sofa here. Maybe I just play sofa. It's sofa king. Great. And then I can take 4 wood. Comes with an extra wood and a food. Yeah, I might wheel that. Nice. Yeah, jerryblr got heavy card. Yeah, jerryblr's got a great hand. Jerryblr's got a great hand. If Reno didn't come out before Family Growth, I'd have no chance against jerryblr. Even now, I mean, they trigger storybooks, get to breed cattle here. That's very strong. Very strong. The one thing I'm liking is that my clay hoarding is actually gonna make it. It might make it extra difficult for my opponents to feed. Like Patooti can't pick up random clay for an oven here. Wallfly can't pick up random clay with their resource lender for the pottery or whatever. Wallfly took the wood. Okay. What am I supposed to do here then? Play baker servant? Maybe just bake directly. Oh, probably play baker servant. Yeah. This lets me so bake next round. So clay for a food, and then another clay for piggy. Yeah, this lets me so bake next round for a fantastic so bake action. Which, I mean, all baker servants so bake actions are fantastic. I'm not going to move the monitor, I can just move the camera. You can't see, but she's got her paw like over her face, like she's covering her face. Very cute. Very cute. So yeah, I'm first move taking 4 clay if it's there. Although it's not impossible that Patooti and Wallfly both first move 4 clay. There's definitely a possibility. Piggy bank's at is that 5 food or 6? 6, yes. So earliest I can get a piggy bank major is end of round 10. Patooti picking up stone. So yeah, Patooti can take 4 clay and then Reno stone oven. So I think I should assume that that's what's happening there. Wallfly. Wallfly might want to take a vegetable. Just thinking about Spyglass and the fact that Wallfly seems to need some food, so it's a 5 food action for her. Although, yeah, board is only 4. Yeah, she, yeah. What about Snowman? Right, so jerryblr has to grow. Also looks like jerryblr might build the well this round. If he can do it and feed at the same time. Yeah, I mean the BMW's okay because I do have 1 read here. So I have the 3 food immediately, and then I can try to pick up maybe 4 read and 13 for 6 food and a point. Something like that might work. Yeah, Wallfly is fairly hungry. Oh, I just realized she has the fireplace. Vegetable is only 4 food. Same with 2 boar, same with 2 sheep. So her spyglass is not particularly good here. She also only has 2 actions. Growing this late with spyglass is pretty unfortunate. The fact that I got to grow as easily as Patooti, and I feel like jerryblr grew quite easily too. Like the fact that the 3 of us got our initial growth so easily, and now after that, like Wallfly's having to start playing to get the 5th growth when first, second, third didn't have to. Like that really kills you. Patooti builds the stone oven. Yep. Yep. We knew that was coming. Although, why reno this action? What is Patooti doing after playing stone oven? Or maybe Patooti has something they want to do with their food. Or they're going to decide to plow based on what the forest farmer, and they want to decide based on the forest farmer, like what else is there. Well, if I did do 2 4-food actions here. Alright. So Bake doesn't really seem that contested, but I think I'm going to do it here anyways. jerryblr builds the well. All right. Wow, Tinsmith was doing work at 2 clay. I mean, part of this is just the power of Moor Pond, to be honest. Like, Moor Pond is absurd. But even without the planted field, I'd still be in a good spot. Although I would have had to take 1 grain. Yeah, Moor Pond is just gross. But yeah, Grain Speculator with Baker Servant is also great. Yeah, I mean, I have good cards for sure. I definitely have good cards. So I could Probiotic Food here. But the thing is, I only really would want to use it for one of the guilds. I don't want to use it to save 2 clay. It's never going to be worth it. I could start player just for the food, I guess, and look at the fact that I might get 4 wood first move next round. Like, getting 4 wood first move next round could be good. I kind of just like playing Capitalist here. I don't really need any of these actions. This is 1 round late for Capitalist. This is an inefficient Capitalist, but that's okay. Let's name... Oh, I don't want to name Grain, but I think I have to name Grain. Get 2 wood, pay a food, and then I'm going to eat 2 clay, 5 food to feed 6 and pig. Oh, actually, that actually gets me... Oh, 2 clay gives 3 food now. GG, it's over. Yeah, so I like picking up the 4 reed here. The 4 reed guarantees me the BMW. Comes with an extra food and a reed. And then after that, I have to start taking wood. Because I've neglected wood for far too long. Yeah, heavy cart with the well might just be too much. Like, even if I really, like, hard deny, like, actively try to deny Patooti getting clay. Reserve pupil, nice. Yep. jerryblr certainly has the actions to pick up the food. Doesn't mind taking like a 4 food traveling players, for example. Capitalist is 4 points for Patooti. Yeah, so the Capitalist is only 2 wood against Patooti. But against Jerry, it's probably a point. Heavy cart doesn't work on grain, right? Yeah. I think against Jerry, it's probably a point. Jerry could probably get to 6 grain. Unless he took grain elevator. If he took grain elevator, then Capitalist did not do much. But I'm worried about Jerry. I'm not actually worried about Patooti. I'm worried about jerryblr. Patooti doesn't have a way to get Patooti's kind of shown us the good stuff that they have going on here. Now, if they have something like Sunflower Farm, okay, certainly that's going to be really scary. But I don't think I passed Grain Market, right? So I think it might have been first or second pick Grain Market. So I'm actually not that worried here. And we know Patooti first picked Boston, right? So... Oh, I heard that word in... what was I watching? I was watching this old documentary that we used to watch in history class about the early days of Canada. It's just a history of Canada, really. And but it's very good. It's well done. I remember enjoying it, watching it in elementary school, and so I was watching it, listening to it mostly, and it was still good. I still liked it. So Bake looks nice here, but yeah, they were referencing some nautical thing, and I was like, oh hey, I know that word now. I mean, this is a game where I might make so many fields. Like, I might make 7 fields, so I don't actually need 15 wood. Like, 14 or 13 wood will be perfectly acceptable, maybe even 12. Ooh, Villain. Okay, Villain is very good. Yep, Villain is very good here. But it's still just a sow action for now. But it makes all their ox come with bake actions the rest of the way. So, easy feeding for Patooti. But like I said, Patooti needs actions. If Patooti doesn't hit Family Growth 12, I'm not really worried about Patooti. Take a veg here, because there's not much for me to do. Sure. And I'm going to piggy the BMW. Unless Jerry has some secret way to build it. Heavy plow here for Jerry. Yeah, Jerry's got an incredible game here. Going to be able to fence 12 easily because they only need 2 more heavy plow actions. So yeah, the only way that I can win this game is to try to deny jerryblr. Ooh, he's got Master the Manor too. Uh-oh. Oh, him picking up 2 boar. Okay, I think that's dangerous because I'm going to take the 4 clay. But yeah, Master the Manor could be big points here. Well, we'll see. I'm going to be at the point where I'm just going to take 1 grain just to keep the Capitalist and Master of the Manor points away from jerryblr. Just because I'm not going to have anything else to do. I don't need Start Player because I don't need Plow Sow. I can head to the Family Growth. Like, Wallfly plays Field Watchman. Wow, that's a very late Field Watchman. So the grain space will actually be contested for jerryblr. So I can let Wallfly annoy jerryblr by taking grain. Wallfly wants to take a green and then sow, right? I believe. Wait, did Wallfly not play anything with Broom? I'm having a hard time keeping up with what's going on. Wallfly whiffed on Broom, it looks like. That sucks. Alright, I'm going to grab 2 stone here so I can build the pottery. I need point ceiling, so... Oh, she played field minor. Round 11 field watchman is called the Montu. Yeah, that sounds about right. Am I gonna start player here? You know what? 2 stone was bad. I should have start playered probiotic food. That would have been a better move. Because although I kind of want this way, I can keep probiotic food for points later. This also takes 2 stone away from jerryblr, which I don't think jerryblr wanted to take the 2 stone, but I think he probably wanted to take 3 stone or 4 stone. But yeah, 2 breeding pairs, 2 crop sown. That's scary for sure. Patooti's gonna start player. Works for me. So I'd love to pick up 4 wood with my first move next round, which I think I get. I think jerryblr's plowing here. Although maybe taking a cattle for food. Or taking traveling players for food, actually, I should say. Maybe I'm supposed to take a cattle here. Yeah. So if Patooti hits family growth here, then I'm more worried about Patooti. But if Patooti hits plow sow here, there's even a chance that Patooti re-up start players because Patooti cares so little about... Although Patooti might take 4 wood over that. Might take 4 wood over re-upping start player. But family growth, even without room, was really important for Patooti. I guess the other thing to look for from Patooti would be something that helps them get on the growth space, like sleeping corner or something. But I'm pretty sure we would have seen it here if they had sleeping corner. Yeah, pottery is not contested. So I think I'm taking a cattle here. And I'm hoping to get 4 wood next round. 4 wood plus a wood. Then I can eat a reed and 3 food to feed 6. Not growing? Oh, I'm supposed to grow. I totally forgot that I could grow. Oh, whoops. I'm all out of sorts here. Can I grow instead of 1 cattle? Sorry. Probiotic food could be 2 food for 2 wood here. Which is not the worst conversion. jerryblr playing Golden Rose makes the rest of his reserve people ox free, which is nice. So we don't know what his first pick ox is yet. We haven't seen that. So I'm guessing at this point it's probably an end of the game points card. Like might have first picked Maybe zoologist, maybe professor. Ooh. Ooh, professor is the occupation broom card, right? Yikes. That's scary. Plowso here for Patooti. Yeah, Patooti, I don't think really wanted Plowso there. I don't think that was a good move. Jerryblr hit Seed Seller. Seed Seller is actually massive here. Means one more grain action. Easily into Master the Manor for grain. Nice pull. Nice pull. Yeah, nice pull here. Yeah, jerryblr had to take 3 clay. Alright. Well, I obviously want a so bake action. Otherwise, I'm playing the pottery. I wonder if I'm supposed to fence 12 here. I could also fence 14 instead of 12. Fence 14 to hope to get the sheep blast move. Or do I take the 2 wood first? Patooti is always going to fence here, right? Maybe I'm just fencing 12 here. I have field plus 2 more bakes. Yeah, you know what? I'm fencing 14. Tossing probiotic food. Toss for 2 wood. I can't believe this the screws were just out of that totally. Like nothing was holding this together. Nothing was holding this thing together. I'm wondering how long it's been like that. I haven't moved my room around really since I moved in here, which was like 4 years ago. I've been living at this place. Maybe 5. Might be as much as 5 years. I wonder how long. Like when? Like if I was adjusting it and caused the screws to come out when I was adjusting it or something. Botanical garden. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I like Patooti again. But it does mean that these 3 grain fields don't trigger Botanical Garden because they're going to be empty. But yeah, that's huge. I mean, that's going to be 4 or 5 points quite easily, so that's really good. Grab the sheep here, and then I think I'm last action building the pottery. And I'll get So Bake next round. Probably first move So Bake. I could So Bake here. The pottery is maybe not that contested. So Bake is maybe more contested than the pottery is. Yeah, pottery's not that contested. Ooh, Stone Giant. Second action, unblockable, plow so. Jerryblr's got a wonderful hand. A really wonderful hand. Playing Turkey Breeder here. Sure. I mean, it's a stable, and you just have to pay the 4 wood for the fences you would build anyways at the end of the game. That seems fine here. There are worse cards you could pull than a free stable. So then I'll grab the 2 boar here. So bake next round is obviously a very important move for me. It actually gets me the capitalist points, which I don't have right now otherwise. So bake is a big move. I think Patooti is fencing here. Or is Patooti lining up for Reno fence? Needs to take another stone for Reno fence. Oh, hey, we were talking about acreage earlier, then Wallfly pulled acreage from Broom. That's funny. That's funny. I mean, I've got a maxed pottery and BMW here, and the clay oven, and a 2-point sofa. So that's good points for sure. That's really good points, but I think I'm just losing to the bonus points on the Master of the Manor. Wallfly Star Player here is really good for me, though. I do need to say that. It is really good for me. Oh, I'm going to take the 2 stone. Yeah. Yeah, I'm taking the 2 stone just to mess with jerryblr's Stone Giant. And then build the pottery and take the boar. Or take the cattle. Am I supposed to sow as well? I don't think I have the action to just purely bake. Although it is 1 point. Yeah, it is 1 point if I bake here. Do I still... Okay, so if I bake this last grain, then I have 3 grain going into next round. I can bake 1 of them and sow 2 of them. Which leaves me at 8 grain. Yeah, I can block sow bake here. But like I said, then I'm not building the pottery, which does leave me vulnerable. I'm also not taking the 2 cattle, which is something that I want to do. Although if Wallfly plow sows, I might wheel 2 cattle next round. Because Patooti might family growth over the 2 cattle. I think this... If I don't let Patooti grow, or sow, I think that's... Yeah, that's huge points. Yeah, alright. Sorry, Jerry. Jerry taking clay here. Jerry gonna go after my pottery. Jerry can take 1 clay here, or 1 stone here. And then I have to choose between the pottery and getting so bake next round. Does that mean I take 1 stone here to prevent Jerry from being able to do that? It also prevents Jerry from renovating. Oh man. This could be really savage. But Jerry's gonna first move plow sow next round. Yeah, Jerry's gonna first move plow sow. Well, I'm just thinking about how do I keep Jerry off of all the spaces. That's what I'm thinking about. How do I keep Jerry off of every single space? Just gonna be a full bully. Alright, clay to 2 food. And feed 8. 6 food, clay, feed 8. Breed. Breed. Harvest. I actually will have 9 grain. I missed that. Then I'm actually going to have 9 grain. So I'm going to have a couple point combinations at the end of the game. Like Head of the Family, Family Growth is a 2-action, 3-point combo. 4-wood joinery would be a 5-point sequence from 3 moves. But of course I have to hit major minor, which is not at all guaranteed. I think Jerry's trying to fence animal husbandry style. I mean, he can fence here and then take more wood later, right? No, he doesn't even... Yeah, he needs 1 more wood. Okay, yeah, Jerry wants 1 more wood, maybe. But that doesn't seem that difficult to get. Yeah, I think blocking plow sow here might not have actually blocked that many points from Jerry, because Jerry does get their sow bake at the end of the game here, or their plow sow in 14. Like, there's no way I can do anything about that. I wonder if he's doing the math on excess fields. Inefficient-ish actions, yeah. So he harvests a grain here. Sows 2 vegetables, 3 grain. So he has 10 grain. Has 4 vegetables. So the vegetables don't exceed. Does take the wood, yeah. Yeah, so he is going to fence animal husbandry style. You are absolutely right. And then plow 3 fields. Yikes. And clay cellar here. Ooh, which could be another category with the cattle. You know what? Sobake is not needed at all here. I can take the cattle. Oh, wait. No, jerryblr will want... Well, jerryblr will fish. But, you know what? I might wheel the cattle. There's a chance that I wheel the cattle. Yeah, if jerryblr family grows, I could wheel the cattle. Yeah, Jerry... Oh, yeah, no. Right, Boston doesn't work with Botanical Garden, of course. So this is actually a 1-point Botanical Garden. Oh, my God. Poor jerryblr. Oh, no, never mind. Villain. What am I saying? With occupation, so, of course. Ooh, did jerryblr have to eat a cattle here? I feel like jerryblr should have got 1 more field out of that. 4 food field. Yeah, jerryblr had to eat a cattle last round. I mean, the 6 field is all they needed. Yeah, because they get to animal husbandry work. Yep, I mean, really nice game by jerryblr. At least they're not in a stone house, but yeah, really nice game for jerryblr. And it looks like I wheel family growth here. So then 4-wood joinery is a 2-point 2-action combination. But yeah, negative on cattle is unfortunate. Ooh, Wallfly must really need food. Your classic head of the family game, where you pick it and it remains unplayed. Wallfly's getting or jerryblr. What am I saying? Jerryblr's getting this done. What animal cart? Honestly, the animal cart with paleontologist has just been the absolute linchpin to this whole strategy. It's allowed him to play heavy card. It's allowed him to play cat lover. It's just done a lot of heavy lifting. So this is Renault Clay Exchange for the bake. Well, the joinery is available, and this could just be this. I guess this is 3 points if I build the joinery, and it's 2 points if I build 2 stables, either of which are fine. Stone Giant putting in work with heavy plow and getting the first family growth uncontestedly was also very good for jerryblr. Even though I also got to grow really easily, I think jerryblr. I mean, jerryblr had a hand that really rewarded having a ton of actions. Capitalist inflating scores. That's what it does. That's what it does. Well, I'm not unhappy with how this went. Um, I think denying the clay could have been quite a strong strategy. Patooti clay path on major minor. Too bad. So they did have a reason for the clay, not just getting the bake action. It's only a 1 point difference, and it doesn't decide the winner anyways. Jerryblr's got me by more than one. Alright. And then breed a point from sheep. Breed a non-point from boar. I have whatever I score plus 6. Because there are no other global bonuses. Jerryblr's cutting himself 3 points from capitalist. That seems wrong. I wonder if he's forgetting that he can sow. The sow is huge for Botanical Garden too, right? There's no way he's not sowing here. Maybe I'll remind him if he doesn't do it. So I scored 58, which is great, but I think it's not winning, unfortunately. I think jerryblr is probably touching 60. Yeah. I mean, 58 off a 3-room house is awesome. Yeah, there it is. There's a so. Yeah, the read cost is massive. Yeah, and the thing is, the wood, getting the wood, stone is just not. Yeah, like you really the vegetable is good, but the vegetable is only good if it's your only vegetable, and or if you can use it. I think Jerry has this. Yeah, Jerry says 59. Yep. Yep. Master of the Manor from 4 categories. So fields, pastures, grain, and then he took 1 vegetable for another. The vegetable was a 2-point move. Nice. Yep. Yep. Nicely done. Yeah, I think Seed Solar was actually like kind of massive. I think Seed Solar was actually like, although maybe it didn't matter. I don't know. I think Seed Solar was a pretty huge pull though. Although to be fair, there's lots of Ox that also help you get the capitalist points. Yeah, I've had some sloppy games recently, and this was not really one of them. I was distracted, but I don't think I played really horribly. I'm okay with the 2 stone action over start player. Yeah, it was a fun game. Yeah, it was a fun game. Grotto plus Piggy Bank was fun. Endgame was really complicated trying to get an edge on Jerry. Too much trouble to speculate, but maybe finding an extra point here or there. I know how many points I'm getting from changing moves and stuff. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it would have been nice if I could have. If I can hit the joinery, then we can tie. And that would have been nice. But, I mean, his hand was great. His hand was really great. Storybooks for the 2 cattle for heavy cart, paleontologist to hold on to them. I have head of the family sitting here, so maybe if family growth is in 7, I maybe um, And my first pick, head of the family, sitting here. I wonder if I'm supposed to take the 2 cattle over the family, over so bake. Yeah, I wonder. I probably need to take the 2 cattle over so bake, and then I can awk head of the family, family growth instead of the 4 wood 2 stables. Yeah, if I can get second action so baked, then I can win, because then I can first move 2 cattle. Yeah, because then because the family growth was not that important aside from keeping it away. I guess it kept it away from jerryblr. That's true, but I think jerryblr probably could needed to take food. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it was a good game. Not unhappy with this one. I think it went pretty well for me. I mean, I got all the clay actions I needed. I needed very specific clay actions in the early game, and I did get them. So that was very good for me. Maybe I need to try to find a way to play capitalist around earlier. If I play capitalist around earlier, I do have an extra wood for fencing, but that's the round that I family growthed in, so it's not. Did I? But I might have so baked in that round, which I maybe could have done a round later. That was round 8. Let's look at round 8. What did I do in round 8 instead of playing capitalist? Oh, I played Baker Servant. Yeah. Wait, no. Third action. Did I grew in? Did I grow in 7? Why did I have 3 people in 8? Peep 3 of 3. Oh, because it's I family growth, so that's why it's saying 3 of 3. Yes. So this Baker Servant could have been capitalist, because my next round was clay, so capitalist, right? Yeah. Now, maybe then so bake is in risk, so yeah. There are different things that I could yeah. And maybe I need to do the draft differently too. I'm not gonna look at the draft though. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Sorry about the bit of a long video. Hope you guys have a great evening. Hope you've enjoyed this little video. We'll see you next time. Bye.